Everybody ready?
Yes.
Talk louder.
That's my mother. Some things don't change.
Actually, things change. You should tell you to shut up.
Good point. So I started back in 1989, and as Abe said, I was a completely different person. Well, I mean, I don't think I was a different person, but they tell me I was a different person. I was an egomaniac. I had the car. I had an office with a sauna and a workout room and a suntan machine, and I had all these toys. I had robots. I was the most materialistic, shallow person you could ever meet. But I was empty, and I didn't know I was empty, but I was just consuming science books like crazy, because I was finding answers in these science books about how life works, but it wasn't a complete story. I knew the scientists were missing something. They were missing, you know, I don't want to call it God, but they were missing God. And I knew they had half the story. And so one day a guy knocks on my door. I know most people know him, 810 Yardeni, at my office where I had all my toys, and I had a two-way mirror. And I could see through the mirror that it was a religious-looking guy. I figured, you know what? I'm making a lot of money. I know a little bit about science. Let him in. I'm going to wash the floor with this guy because he's not going to answer questions that no rabbi in history ever answered. And the son of a gun answered every question that I threw at him that day. We spoke for 4 hours. Didn't know what the Zohar was. I knew the word Kabbalah, and it touched something deep so inside of me, I don't know what it was. But when I heard the word, and I hated religion, I hated it. But when I heard the word Kabbalah, something got set off inside of me. That's not, I can explain in 1%. And I questioned him, and maybe, I don't know, maybe a month later, he gives me a videotape of Kabbalist Rav Berg. I said, let me see what this charlatan looks like. Either he's like some old rabbi in New York, like you see in the Hasidic neighborhoods, or the guy looks going to look like a con man. And I was actually like shaking when I put the video. It was a VHS tape. I put it in my machine. On comes the video. I see the Rav, and it doesn't look like a Hasidic old rabbi. It looks like a cool rabbi. It doesn't look like a con man. It doesn't look like anything. Just okay. But I did something I still can't believe I did it. It was after midnight, late at night. I went out my front lawn, I leaned against my wife's car, and I said, I don't have time to waste pursuing something that's not real. So I need a sign. And I have to tell you what the sign is, God, because I don't have time. I don't want to open for interpretation. I need a sign to know if this man is the real deal. That's exactly what I did. I said, I want to see something I hadn't seen since I was a kid. I want to see a falling star. I leaned back against the car and I said, I'll wait here till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because I really want to. 5 seconds later, the star goes across the sky. I went, ah! No more signs! No more signs! I had an anxiety attack. I ran in the house, woke up my wife. I was shaking. I said, something's going on. Who is this guy? It freaked me out. No more signs. That was the beginning of the signs. Began studying Kabbalah, and what I learned, I'm going to simplify 24 years now. It took me 24 years to learn. I'm going to make it so simple for you now. What's Kabbalah? The Kabbalists teach us, everybody in this room right now has the power of mind over matter. Right now. If you're studying Kabbalah, you know we teach about certainty. You must have certainty. If you have certainty, you can control your reality. No. You already have certainty. You already have the power of consciousness and mind over matter. It's not something we're trying to achieve. Here's the problem. We have certainty in our own doubts and cynicism. And that's why we remain doubtful. We have the power, listen carefully, of mind over matter, and we, with our mind, believe matter is more powerful than our mind, and so it is. We just handed over the power of mind over matter to matter because we believe matter is more powerful than my mind. We all try and get rid of our doubts. You know why your doubts exist? You believe in them. You're convinced they exist, so they exist. You believe chaos is the only reality, and so it is. You believe something is too good to be true, and so it remains that way. If you want to doubt me right now, you will be right. And you'll be in a reality where I'm wrong. Enjoy your reality. Kabbalah says no. If you can remove the doubt, the worry, the fear, the skepticism, anything that subtracts and takes away from your happiness, then you're going to see your dreams and you'll manifest your dreams. But we don't see our dreams. We see our dreams along with fears, along with doubts. Are we going to achieve our dreams? So, striving for certainty is not the goal. Certainty already exists. The power of consciousness already exists. In fact, the Kabbalists teach, this one's a mind bender, Mashiach, Messiah, is here right now. Immortality is here right now. All your loved ones who have departed are here right now. The reason we don't see them and experience that reality is because we don't believe it. And it's not, this is the key point, you're not going to get there by intellectualizing it. Okay, there's mind over matter, and I'm going to reclaim my power. You can't think your way out of it. You have to cleanse and purify your consciousness. You got to purge the doubts. You can't think your way out of it. And that is what the path is all about. The Torah was given to Moses for one purpose, to purge the doubt from our minds. That is the only war. And with Purim coming up, it's nice we're talking a week before Purim, the whole purpose of Purim is, it says in the Torah, it says, Moses, go wipe out the nation of Amalek. Right? Wipe out every man, woman, and child. And because of that statement, Muslims kill in the name of God, Christians kill in the name of God, Jews kill in the name of God, but nobody opened up the Zohar to see what the Kabbalists have to say, and they show us, as most people know here, the nation of Amalek doesn't exist. It's a code for the word doubt. Because the word doubt in Hebrew and the word Amalek in Hebrew is the same numerical value, which is the clue which the Kabbalists say we came to wage war against our doubts. The little children that God said to Moses, wipe them out, are those little doubts we have every day, the little insecurities. If you don't kill those little doubts and insecurities, they grow bigger. And they grow bigger until they become adulterated, and your whole consciousness becomes adulterated. And therefore, we're living in a world, whether you can accept it or not, that we created with our belief system. So what I learned in a very difficult, hard, challenging way is how to cleanse and purge yourself of those negative thoughts, fears, phobias, anxieties, doubts, cynicism, skepticism, to transform your own life. When I came here 24 years ago, I came to change the world. I soon learned the world doesn't need me to change it. I really came to change myself. And that is how we change the world. And when a critical mass of people change themselves, we will change the world instantly. So, I'm in Kabbalah maybe 6 months, and the Rav taught me that, in truth, nobody really quits the path of Kabbalah. We think we quit. You know, we've seen people quit over the last, 24 years. People have been at the center for 10 years. People have been at the center for 10 minutes. The Rav told me, in the quiet of his house one day, nobody quits the path. When you lose your merit, the Satan, the dark forces, give him permission to take you away. And you'll even see something wrong just because you lost your merit and you're gone. If you read Rabbi Ashlag, the founder of the Kabbalah Center, he says and the Zohar says it, one person out of 1,000 will have the merit to study Kabbalah. But what's different today is that was written 2,000 years ago. And we had 20 centuries of just maybe a handful of people who had the privilege to access this wisdom. Now it's open to anybody, and the only thing we have to overcome are the doubts. That's the only battle left. The Zohar is here. Everybody knows the word Kabbalah. Once we reach a critical mass of people who will transform, who lose the ego, who will take a little bit of that pain, and some take a little bit, some will take a lot. When we reach that magic number, everything changes. So when I first found out that I'm really not here to change the world, because I came gung-ho, I'll give you my money, I'll give you everything. I really want to change the world. When I found out I came to change myself, I came to my crossroads. I said, I don't need this. I need money. I was wined and dined by the Rav and Karen. I used to come to this building, and people were eating hot dogs. They were making me steaks. And they just kept building this monster, feeding my ego. The Rav told me this years later. Feeding my ego until it was so big, and they took the axe and bam! Chopped off my legs. Down I crashed, lost my business, lost everything, flat broke. I'm going to condense 20 years and found my wife and children. Became a true husband, a true father, a true human being, and a true student of Kabbalah. Because the love that was given to me and my family was tough love, like a child that gets spanked from his parents. He's 5 years old, a loving spank, and they think it's the end of the world. What I didn't know was what tough love really was. Like I told my mother tonight. You should have done with your first husband. I'll tell you later.